Let Century Management Solutions get you to your next medical appointment. They specialize in non-emergency medical transportation, connecting patients to care, safety, reliability, and on time. Their advanced technology platform seamlessly coordinates patients, healthcare providers, insurers, and transportation partners all in one powerful network. With over 200 trusted transportation providers, they deliver scalable solutions backed by real-time tracking and complete transparency. Go to SENTRYMS.com.
Sunday morning. Well, what the heck is going on in the Department of State? Well, Marco Rubio keeps that close to his vest, and he's been doing a great job. But calling in today is Tommy Pigott, and he's the spokesperson for the Department of State. And well, Tommy, you're a New Jersey guy originally, and
I am, yeah.
And now you got an important job at the Department of State. And tell us everything you do, and tell us what people should look out for.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a great honor to be there. I joined with this new administration in terms of working at the State Department, and really one of the great parts of working at the State Department is seeing all of the ways that we're helping the American people. I mean, one of the things that Secretary Rubio did when he started under President Trump was to kind of change how we view foreign policy in general, to say, does it make America safer, stronger, more prosperous? It sounds like a common sense approach that should have always been the case, but it actually is a whole ethos that has gone throughout the entire building. And that goes from everything to the services we provide Americans overseas, to our travel warnings to Americans across different areas, to the implementation of foreign policy and peace deals.
Understood. Now, are Americans traveling? I mean, with the wars going on in the Ukraine, and even Poland is keeping their eyes open. Russia, Ukraine, Iran, well, even Israel, nobody really knows. Tell us about the travel in those countries. Is there any warnings out for Americans not to travel?
Well, we have actually a whole website, travel.state.gov, that actually gives warnings to Americans based off of where they're going. It's based off of 4 levels, all the way from exercise normal precautions to do not travel. But if you go to the website and you click on the country you want to go to, it actually gives you a very detailed rundown of what areas to avoid, what type of activities to avoid, why it's at that level. So certain countries are do not travel, and explains why. Some countries have different levels of precautions. But Americans are still traveling, and we're actually about to welcome a lot of people to the United States, obviously, with the World Cup and other provisions. And we have the policies in place to make sure we're vetting those people that are coming here.
Now, are those people that are coming in, are they checked for diseases and things like that? Because with this Ebola going around in Africa, and are any African soccer players coming? I mean, we have to watch out for that.
Well, we have Title 42 actually in place. So Title 42 in place says that if anyone's been to an affected area within 21 days of wanting to come to the United States, any foreigner, they are not allowed to come into the United States. So there is a team from the DRC, where Ebola currently is, that is set to play in the World Cup, but they've actually been in Europe for a while, so that wouldn't apply. They haven't been in the affected area. But we have that Title 42 provision. And then when it comes to visas in general for people coming, we have surged vetting resources. We're making sure if you're from an area with a terrorist threat, or if you have said things that threaten the United States, we're vetting all of that. We have a huge vetting team to make sure that each visa decision being a national security decision and protecting the American people.
Understood. And what else would you like to tell the American people on a Sunday morning?
Well, I think one thing kind of mentioned when you talked about traveling, one thing that's really important to do is if you go to step.state.gov, you can register with the State Department to let them know if you're going to a certain country and when you're going. And there's been a couple instances during my time with the State Department where it's been really helpful to know, because if we need to help you, if we need to reach you with something, if we need to say, or if you need assistance, knowing that you're traveling lets us provide that assistance to you. Lets us reach out to you proactively. Lets us aid you as only the United States government can. And that's really the fundamental role of the State Department. One of the reasons it was founded was to help Americans abroad, to make sure that they're safe, that they're secure, that we can assist them. And that's what we're working on every day to do.
Understood. And, well, thank you for calling in today, and keep it going in the State Department, because Americans do like to travel, but we got to keep all Americans safe.
And that's exactly what we're doing every day.
Tommy Pigott, spokesperson for the Department of State, thank you for calling in this Sunday morning, and we'll talk again to you real soon.
Thanks for having me on.